If you've been throwing away your old clothes, you may have been discarding elegance itself, because what most women call outdated was never the problem. It was how it was worn. And in 2026, fashion has done something very interesting. It's quietly returning to discipline, proportion, and restraint. But here's the truth no one tells you. Not everything that comes back well. Stay with me, because in a moment, I'll show you the one comeback trend that looks incredibly expensive or incredibly cheap, depending on one small detail. 1. Wide leg trousers. Once dismissed as too much fabric, they are now the foundation of modern elegance. But understand this. Wide leg trousers are not about comfort. They are about control. The line must fall clean from the waist, no pulling, no bunching, no collapse. And here's where women ruin them. They ignore proportion at the top. If your top is too long, too loose, or too heavy, you lose your waist completely. Instead, create a clear interruption. A half tuck, a cropped knit, a structured blouse that stops exactly at the hip. And here's a detail most overlook. Your shoes matter more than ever. A pointed toe subtly peeking out elongates the entire silhouette. A bulky shoe cuts the line and shortens you instantly. If you've ever felt dressed well but not impressive, this is likely where it went wrong. 2. Ballet flats. They've returned, but they've matured. No longer delicate, almost fragile things. They now carry quiet confidence. But here's the mistake most women make. They treat ballet flats as casual. They're not. An elegant flat demands the same discipline as a heel. Your posture, your stride, your clothing balance. It all becomes more visible. Now, a refined approach. Choose a slightly elongated toe shape. Avoid overly soft soles that bend and distort, and style them with intention. With ankle-length tailored trousers that expose the ankle bone. With straight jeans, but ensure the hem is clean, not frayed or dragging. Or with a midi skirt that moves just enough to reveal the shoe as you walk. And one subtle upgrade. Match your bag's leather to your shoes. Not identical, but harmonious. It creates a visual conversation that feels expensive. 3. Maxi skirts. There's something undeniably commanding about length. While everyone else reveals, the elegant woman conceals, with purpose. But here's the shift. The modern maxi is not decorative, it's architectural, and most women make one critical error. They choose movement over structure. Too much flow, too much fabric, too much distraction. Instead, look for weight, slight stiffness, a fabric that holds a vertical line. Then balance it. A fine knit tucked in neatly. A belt that defines but doesn't dominate. Or a blazer that stops right at the waistline. And here's a quiet trick. Keep your color palette narrow. Monochrome maxi looks, cream on cream, black on black, soft neutrals layered. They create a column effect that instantly elevates you. Have you noticed how some women walk into a room and feel taller, even if they're not? This is how. 4. Loafers. Loafers have always belonged to women who understand restraint, but now they've become a symbol of something deeper. Discernment. Not chasing trends, not needing approval, but here's the trap. Over-polishing your look. If everything is too perfect, too matched, too styled, you lose authenticity. Let your loafers ground the outfit. Pair them with slightly relaxed trousers, not sloppy, just softened. Or with denim that has a clean, straight fall. And one powerful detail, wear them with invisible socks or none at all. A visible athletic sock instantly collapses the elegance, unless styled very deliberately. And condition the leather regularly. Because worn in elegance is beautiful, neglected leather is not. 5. Silk scarves. This is where elegance becomes almost personal. A silk scarf doesn't just complete an outfit, it reveals taste. But here's the difference between refined and try hard. Restraint in styling. Don't fold it too symmetrically, don't tie it too tightly. Instead, let it fall slightly imperfect. Try this. Wrap it once around your neck and let one end fall longer than the other. Tie it loosely at the base of a low ponytail, or thread it through belt loops on tailored trousers for a soft contrast. And here's something few consider. Scale matters. A scarf that's too small looks insignificant. Too large and it overwhelms. You want it to feel intentional, but effortless. 6. High-waisted pieces. They've returned because they correct what most outfits lack. Proportion. But here's where elegance becomes selective. Not every high-waisted piece deserves a place in your wardrobe. Avoid overly stretchy fabrics that cling and reveal too much. Instead, choose structure, denim that holds shape, trousers with a defined waistband, and styling becomes crucial. Never fully hide the waistline you're trying to create. Even a slight tuck, a gentle fold, is enough. And here's a subtle refinement. Balance volume. If your trousers are wide, your top must be lighter. If your skirt is structured, your blouse can soften slightly. Elegance is always about balance, not extremes. 7. Kitten heels. This is not just a trend, it's a correction, a return to grace over discomfort. But let's be honest, kitten heels can easily look dated. So what separates elegant from outdated? Precision, a sharp toe, a delicate heel, clean lines. Avoid thick straps, heavy embellishments, or overly rounded shapes. And here's the transformation. Wear them with tailored pieces, not overly romantic ones. With trousers, they feel modern. With structured dresses, they feel powerful. And most importantly, walk naturally, because nothing diminishes elegance faster than discomfort. 8. The blazer dress. Once rigid, now refined. But its power hasn't disappeared, it's simply become quieter. And this is where many women misunderstand it. They over-accessorize. The blazer dress doesn't need competition. Let the lines speak. Keep jewelry minimal, shoes clean, hair controlled. And here's a styling shift. Consider layering. A fine turtleneck underneath in colder seasons, or leaving the neckline slightly open for softness. And always ensure the length is appropriate. Too short, and it loses authority. Too long, and it becomes heavy. 9. Brooches. This is where true elegance reveals itself. Through detail. Not obvious, not loud, but intentional. And yet, most women either avoid brooches or overdo them. The modern approach? Unexpected placement, pin one at the waist of a blazer, on the strap of a handbag, or slightly off-center on a knit. And here's the secret. Choose pieces that feel like they have a story. Slightly aged metals, unique shapes, subtle sparkle. Because elegance isn't about perfection, it's about character. 10. Mary Jane shoes. This final piece is delicate territory because it can easily lean too youthful or perfectly refined. The difference? Design and pairing. Avoid overly rounded toes and thick straps. Look for sleek shapes, slim straps, slight structure, and here's how to elevate them. Pair them with contrast, tailored trousers, dark denim, structured coats. Let the femininity of the shoe balance the strength of the outfit. And pay attention to the finish. Matte leather feels modern. Overly glossy can feel costume-like. Now here's the truth most women overlook. Trends don't return to save you. They return to test you, to see whether you've developed taste, or if you're still following blindly. So, before you buy anything new, pause. Look at your wardrobe again. What have you been ignoring? Simply because you didn't know how to wear it. And more importantly, are you dressing to be seen or to be remembered? Tell me, which of these pieces will you reconsider differently now? Because elegance isn't about having more. It's about finally seeing clearly. And if you're beginning to see, then you already belong here.